What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. All right, so as we approach anticipated return for Errol Spence Jr. versus Tim Tszyu, I want to give a little more of a breakdown of why I think Errol Spence is going to win this fight. One, we're glad to see Errol back. Definitely good to see him get himself back focused on the sport of boxing after the tough loss to Terrence Bud Crawford. Sometimes fights like that can take a toll on a person. We don't know what else was going on in Earl's life personally, but it's hard to bounce back sometimes when you're used to being pretty close to invincible like Errol looked before the Crawford fight. He was undefeated, a unified champ, and was pretty much chopping down folks that were presented to him. Going around with those posts with the Reaper post about how he was collecting bodies, essentially, which he was doing. So it had to be a humbling experience. And for him to come out on the other side now, get back in the ring against a quality opponent like Tim Tszyu is to be commended. Tim, as I said, quality fighter, can't take anything from him. But I think this was a good fight. Whoever's around Errol helping him figure out who his comeback fight was going to be against. Errol's had a reputation for not taking tune-ups, and this fits that bill. But at the same time, you want to get him back in a fight where he can build some of that confidence back up. And I think this is the one if you're going to take a tougher fight right out the gate after so much time off. The reason for everything I'm saying has to do with Tim Tszyu's style. He marches right to you. He likes to exchange. He's there to get hit. Errol marches to you, likes to exchange, but he can work his jab a little bit better than Tim Tszyu, I believe. The fact that he is southpaw versus Tim Tszyu being a conventional fighter, I think will play to Errol's benefit. And I think Errol will do a better job of hitting and not getting hit than Tim Tszyu will do. But they will both be there for each other to make this a really nice dance. They're good dance partners, if you will, for this fight. So it should be exciting. Tim Tszyu definitely is going to make some money because a lot of people are going to tune in to see Errol back because he's got a lot of fans. But I think this fight will start out with both fighters filling each other out because I think Tim Tszyu will have respect for who Errol was. If he's smart, he won't just assume what he saw in the Crawford fight is the Errol Spence he's going to get. And Errol will probably have to work off not only some rust, but some confidence issues possibly in the ring when he first has some exchanges, when they get in the clutch and have to use their strength to get each other off of each other. But as he gets comfortable and feels himself through this fight, I think the first two rounds will probably be, they could go either way in terms of who wins. But by about the third, fourth round, Errol will start to take control of this fight, I personally believe. They both 5'9". Errol is, even though he's been fighting at welterweight and Tim Tszyu has fought at 154 pounds for a longer time, Errol is a naturally big welterweight who was doing a lot to make weight. So we know Errol should carry 154 well. We'll see if his power increases, which could be a bad thing for Tim Tszyu. He likes to go to the body too. I think he'll work the body as well as the head. And as you get into about the 6th, 7th rounds, you'll start to see Tim Tszyu wear out. I think that because of their styles, and styles make fights, this will get bloody probably quickly, or at least it won't take too long before you start seeing Errol having some effect on Tim Tszyu in the face, in the body. And I could personally see a stoppage of this fight by about the 9th round. Tim Tszyu's a soldier. He's a warrior. It's not to say that it's impossible that this goes the distance, or even impossible that he wins because of if anything, the ring rust that will be something Errol has to work off. So let's see if I'm right. Let's see what happens. But I would take Errol Spence by stoppage in the 9th round. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. And I'm coming at y'all with that fire as always. Y'all know where to find me, and it's time to subscribe. Look for me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.